everybody. This is Dr. Wright from Wright Place TV. I'm really excited to bring you this interview. This is about an entrepreneur and engineer who's a woman who cares about girls becoming engineers and crowdfunding. All my favorite topics all wrapped into one guest. So welcome to the show, Debbie. You are the creator of Goldie Blocks. I'm so excited to hear about it. Tell us about Goldie Blocks.
Thank you so much for having me. So Goldie Blocks is an engineering toy for girls. So I know that there have been a lot of engineering toys for years, Lego, Erector Set, Lincoln Logs, and they're sort of thought of as boys' toys, and they've been marketed to boys for a really long time. So those kinds of toys teach spatial skills, they get kids interested in math and science, and I just felt like girls had been missing out for way too long. I'm an engineer myself, and I'm designing the toy that I wish I had as a little girl.
Got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, and everybody can get this at Goldie Blocks, BLOX.com. And we'll have the sign up for everybody to go and click through. I'm so excited, I can't even think about it. But what's kind of cute is that you really created it to show girls how to do stuff on things that they want to do. Maybe we like Lincoln Logs, but maybe we don't want to build a house. Talk about the Erector Set and how it does all these different things. It's really kind of different from what's out there.
Yeah, so all of the construction toys out there right now engage kids who really like building for the sake of building. So they show you on the front what you're supposed to make, and they come with an instruction manual. And I found in my research that girls really like stories, and they like reading about characters, and they didn't care as much about what they're building, but they got into it when I was able to give them why. So I wrote a story about a girl engineer named Goldie Blocks, and she had to build things to help her friends and to solve problems. And so that's the difference, and that's what I found really appeals. In this first story, Goldie builds a belt drive to spin all of her animals. And I would hear over and over again the girls saying, "I want to spin all the animals." The focus isn't build a belt drive. The focus is make the spinning machine for your friends. So it just shifts it a little bit, and it makes it relate to girls' lives and taps into things that they like and care about.
So it's not just the pieces of the game, there's also storybooks, and it's also cereal. This isn't just one thing and then your kid's going to play with it at Christmas, hint, hint, play with it at Christmas, and then not anymore. You've got a whole series coming.
Yep, this is about creating an entire series. So I've launched with this very first story, but it's only the beginning. This is the introduction to Goldie Blocks. In book 2, you meet her friend Rosie, and they build a parade float with the same pieces, and you get even more of the pieces. In book 3, you build a pulley system elevator. So there's all of these things kind of coming down the road. All of the themes of the stories relate to girls' lives, and it's stuff that they like to do. And each story introduces new engineering principles and new machines.
That is very exciting. I also grew up in Pasadena, so we love floats. So I can't wait for the next book so I can learn how to build a float. This is really going to be a fun series. Okay, we're going to shift a little bit and talk about the fact that you did raise the first amount on Kickstarter. You did this as a crowdfunding project. You are about, what, 56,000 over what your original goal was. So talk to us about that, because everybody wants to know that.
Well, yeah, I decided to go on Kickstarter because I thought it was a really great opportunity. Before I threw down a bunch of money to do a production run, not knowing if people wanted to buy it, I used Kickstarter as a way to see, gauge the demand. Do people want this? And collect comments. What do they have to say? Before I go into production and make this huge investment, I have the opportunity now to make changes to it. So That's exactly why I went on Kickstarter, and it's been incredible. Not only has Kickstarter gotten me tons of feedback from people, which I'm using to make the product better, but I've gotten leads on retail stores. I've gotten leads from shipping people, manufacturing, warehousing, all the stuff that I'll need. They're coming in every day.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to have trouble getting Toys R Us attention. You've already sold quite a few. I'm sure they want to get in on that with you too. So, congratulations, number one, on a successful crowdfunding project. We love that. And I really dig what you're bringing. So there's right now, while we're taping this show, if you guys are watching this, right when it hits the web, there's a couple more days left in her campaign, and you can go over to Kickstarter and you can buy some different things. But this will be really on the shelf pretty soon. So when is it just ready for just everybody?
So if you go onto Kickstarter right now, and we just have a couple weeks left, you'll get one of the very originals, first ever made, to be delivered February the latest. Now, if the Kickstarter goes very well, we may get some attention from stores. And ultimately, my plan is to get it on the shelves because I want as many people to be able to buy it. I want as many kids playing with it as possible. So let's hope it'll be out soon, but Kickstarter is your surefire way of getting it now.
Great. That is so great. Well, congratulations. Thank you for coming on with Right Place TV. We wish you all the best. And for everybody, if you're thinking about it, I just want you to know I have checked out our project. It is a multicultural project, so I don't want any letters about Goldilocks and where's her little brown friend. Guess what? Goldilocks has a brown friend. So I'm just telling you guys, it is a very multicultural, very nice book series. So I appreciate that you include everybody. All right, you guys.
Not only are there so few women in engineering, but so few minorities as well. So, and I'm glad that you brought that up because it's incredibly important. So thank you.
Yes. I as a chiropractic physician and being, there are very few African American women chiropractic physicians in the LA area, and yes, we all do know each other. So, so I'm sure in engineering it's the same thing. But I'm very excited because it is an engineering is part of STEM. I mean, you're going to be helping us fill up this weakness we have in STEM.
Absolutely. That's the goal, and I'm so excited. I think that engineering has this very intimidating, nerdy, boys-only feel to it, and I want to change that. I want to break that stereotype.
I think you have, and again, like you said, you had to make it relatable, and I think that's the key. When you said why, then they were totally into it, and it made a big difference. And you used crowdfunding to see if there was a demand for the product before you put it out there. That's just smart business. So congratulations to you. We congratulate you at Right Place TV. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, remember what I say, you guys. Ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right. And I'll see you next time.